Hello and welcome, thank you again for joining me. I am Simon Dan and I am back for more video response fun. Today I'm responding to a man called Nathan Thompson. Now this guy has created a Facebook group called Flat Earth and Globe Earth Discussion. I was promptly muted in this group for 24 hours because I merely mentioned the word we when explaining what we as a species have discovered. Now this pissed him off, so I thought he must have some ego-driven video on YouTube that I can reply to, and lo and behold, I was right. So this is me responding to this.
Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nathan Thompson. I'm a scientist.
Okay, I think this is the quickest I've ever stopped a video. Having seen some of the things this man has posted in his group, I can confirm he is not a scientist. He's memorised some big boy words and he thinks that's enough to warrant calling himself a scientist. That's all this is.
I also started the official Flat Earth and Globe discussion. And I just want to talk to you today about the moon. There's two theories out there about what's going on in this universe. One of them is that the Earth is flat, stationary plane. It's called the geocentric model.
Which is incorrect.
There's another model out there that says the Earth is orbiting the sun, and the sun is orbiting the solar system, and the solar system is orbiting central mass, and the Earth is a ball 24,901 miles in circumference, and the moon is a ball 238,901 miles away from Earth.
Which is correct.
And they also say in this heliocentric theory that the light is reflecting off of the moon from the sun. And I want to show you some things today that just might make you think and go, well, how is that happening? Because if you take a look at the moon from anywhere on Earth at any given time, the features are always the same. And I like to propose that this wouldn't work on a globe Earth model, because if you're standing at the North Pole and you're viewing the moon, the features on the moon from the North Pole, because it's a different perspective, are going to be different than the features that you see from the South Pole on the moon.
Now Nathan, if you're going to start your video by claiming you're a scientist and then come up with this as your opening gambit, then you're setting yourself up for ridicule. One face of the moon is continually facing Earth because of synchronous rotation. It takes roughly 28 days to orbit the Earth and the same time to rotate once on its axis. This effectively locks the moon in place in its orbit relative to us. Now, the moon does look different in the southern hemisphere than the north, and it actually looks upside down, and that makes sense because your perspective means you're effectively looking at it from a different angle to someone in the northern hemisphere.
And also, there's a lot of characteristics about a reflector that don't make sense. So a reflector that is polished and actually has an illuminating characteristic would have a spectral highlight. And what that means is that the ball would only be illuminated on one speck. And so I want to go ahead and emphasize that. You got a light right here to shine off the ball, and you'll see it condenses to one speck. So if the moon were a ball that was reflective, you would never have a full moon. It would be impossible.
When has anyone ever said that the moon is a polished, shiny ball? This is an atrocious example to explain why the moon does not reflect light. Your model is completely wrong.
So what's very interesting, if the moon's not reflective and it's opaque, such as this golf ball, or it's chalky or dusty, the way that looked on the NASA moon landing that they filmed in Hollywood.
Shock horror, he doesn't believe the moon landings were real.
What goes on is it won't illuminate the entire ground and the entire night sky and everything under the firmament if it's just an opaque ball. So the moon, if it is a reflector, it would have to be reflective, and if it was reflective, it would have something called a spectral highlight.
No, it doesn't have to be a polished ball. We are talking about reflecting light from the sun, a giant nuclear reactor. That's not just any old torch, is it? The moon's albedo is 0.12, which means it only reflects about 12% of the sun's light. Pretty poor, however. If the sun can light the entire sky of one hemisphere, is it not feasible that 12% of that light can do the same in a night sky, albeit with much less intensity?
Now, one of the ones that's going to just let the cat out of the bag is for $30, you can go to Home Depot and you get one of these handy dandy laser thermometers. And the laser thermometer, when you point it at something that's in the moonlight, it will test cold, but you point it at something in the shade, and it will be warmer than something that's being hit from the moon. So the moon has its own light, it's very unique, it's distinct, it's cold.
Congratulations, the cat really is out the bag. You are not a scientist. This is because of something called radiative cooling. Something in shade has a barrier between it and space, which means slightly less heat can radiate out, hence it's warmer. Nothing to do with the moon having its own light at all.
So they're very different. I just wanted to propose some things out there and just like maybe get your wheels turning about the Earth could in fact be a flat stationary plane, and we're being lied to by an elite cabal of satanic sorcerers that call themselves scientists.
But you called yourself a scientist at the start of the video. I'm confused. Are scientists good or bad now?
And they masquerade telling you that, you know, we visited Jupiter this week or we visited Mercury last week, and really it's just a show. And they're not scientists, they're actually enemies of humanity. And if you really love people, you'll research the truth and you'll try and find out what's going on behind this ball Earth deception. And a lot of people don't know the UN logo is a flat Earth map. So just do some research. The deception runs deep. My name is Nathan Thompson. I hope I see you in the group. God bless y'all.
Oh, you'll see me in the group, all right. Thank you all again for watching. I hope this video has gone some way to help show what nonsensical rubbish comes out of a flat earther's mouth. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I have been Simon Dan, and I'll see you all again soon.